All right, we're going to take a look at Rust, which is a new, very popular language. And the first thing we're going to do is download Visual Studio CPP build tools as part of the Visual Studio program. We don't need the whole thing. We just need the build tools, because in Windows, this is what Rust is designed to use, is the C++ build tools. So the only thing you have to do is download it and install it, and you're done.
I already have it.
It takes care of everything. If you've installed Visual Studio, you'll already have it. I don't have Visual Studio on this computer, so I have to install it. I have Visual Studio installed at home, so I didn't have to install it there. All right, we continue, and then, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You continue, and then when it's done, it's done. Wow, look at this. This is all the maintenance stuff for Visual Studio, which you can use to build C++, Microsoft C++. You can do .NET, which is Windows Forms, and do web, okay, stuff. Anyway, we're just going to install the build tools for now.
It just says something about this download is not trustworthy, and I don't.
Oh, we'll tell it that it is trustworthy. Yeah, I'm kidding, Andy. Let's pause and take a look. All right, we got the build tools installed. We're ready to go to Rust and download the Rust language. Just like Python, there are no programming languages built into Windows other than PowerShell. Here we are. And we are going to download the 64-bit for Windows. And yeah, mine didn't give me static. Google Chrome must be a little bit, if you have Google Chrome, you're doing this, you may have to say, like, dig into the where it's warning you that this is not a normal download. And find the, yes, I want to keep it, and that sort of thing.
Right.
And there it is, Rust up init. Are we all in the same spot here on Windows? I know Mike has already got his. Resume recording. So we double click on this guy, and it's gonna, I think it brings up a, oh no, it protected your PC. What do we do here? We click more info and we run it anyway. That's part of being on the edge. Oh, it doesn't have a graphical utility. What do you mean they don't seem to be installed? They are. Huh. Well, that's weird. Okay, well, so we're going to continue regardless. And it's saying stuff about cargo and bin and all this kind of stuff. We are just going to do the standard installation. We don't have to make any changes. So I'm going to type 1. And then it's going to download a bunch of stuff and sync things and do all kinds of wiggly things for us. So the compiler, when it installed, added itself to the shell, which is this guy, and then this is automatically added, path. This is added to the path. We're not going to do things like this. We're going to use Visual Studio Code to work with Rust. So you just go ahead and press enter.
Goodbye.
Now I'm going to, I think I'm just going to work in downloads, but you'd want to find someplace on your computer. What I did at home is I created a Rust folder. Maybe I'll put that on my USB drive so I have all my Rust projects in one place. Because when you create a Rust project, it automatically creates a folder for each Rust program. So I have a Rust folder that underneath that, I'm going to automatically, Visual Studio Code with its extensions and stuff will automatically create a project folder for each program. So we're going to right click on the Rust folder and open that up. Then we want our extensions, the little building Tetris blocks over here. And if you type in Rust, you'll see my car get pulled up. No, cars in Minnesota would get pulled up, not mine. And it says we want the Rust Dash Analyzer. This is the current official extension. We want to install it. And I trust whoever it is, because I've done this before. There we go. We have the Rust Analyzer, which is what we want to use it in Visual Studio Code. So far, so good.
Mhm.
How about you, Jess?
Yep.
All right, now. In Hello World, it does say we're the general, like, Rust language doc where we just were. Where is it at here? Learn. Inside of Learn is the like official book of Rust. So there's just like, look at all that stuff. Holy smokes, it goes way past places that I don't even understand. Anyway, this is the source of how to figure out things if you lose things or forget them. Anyway, we are going to go to a terminal. So I'm going to go to a terminal in here just because I'm already in the right folder. So I'm going to go to terminal and new terminal, terminal command line, same thing. So cargo, I have no idea why it's cargo. But cargo is the command you use to create new Rust projects. So I do new, and my project is going to be hello_world. I don't know enough about it to know why it's called cargo. And see, it did all kinds of things for us. There is our hello world. Now, now that our folder is created, I'm going to open that folder with Visual Studio Code. I guess I could have just done that on the command line. Regardless, it's set up its project folders and where things are supposed to be. It automatically adds a git ignore so you could publish it to GitHub if you wanted. Anyway, you can probably guess this is SRC, just like in Java, main. Oh, it already made one for us. How about that? This is just the boilerplate program you get every time you create a program in Rust. You just get a hello world. Now, does anybody know what any of this means? Some of this should be familiar.
Function main, yeah, like in C++.
Yep. So it's a function main. Almost all programming languages have to have a main function. And println exclamation point is apparently how you print to a line. You print a line on the screen, and you have semicolons, somewhat like C++ and Java. So there's not going to be a run command in here. Oh, there is. I didn't think there was. I thought we had to compile it. That's what I did.
Cargo build is compiling and then
Yeah,
cargo
cargo
down.
build is compiling. That's what when I was reading the directions. So you want to bring up a terminal in the same folder, and I go into the terminal a lot in Visual Studio Code. So I use the control key and then press the tilde key, which is right to the left of the one, and that opens and closes your terminal window. It's one of the shortcuts I have learned. And we do have it installed. Huh, well, I can tell you this works at home. We'll take a brief pause while we figure out what's going on.